It's Madden NFL 22, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Saints, and it's coming up next.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now Brady. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 43. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Off the play fake. Stockton dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on first down. Stockton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun, Stockton. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll run here on third and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And, Charles, for this defense, you know, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Catch made by Slayton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers.
Brady now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stockton. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down, as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Stockton. And incomplete on the deep ball. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Stockton. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
There's Manhertz, the tight end.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
2nd down and 3.
Off the play fake. Stockton. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw. Stockton. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Brady going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
To throw is Brady.
Throw left side, complete to Troutman.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Off play action. Stockton. This is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. His 9th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Going up top. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Slayton.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
And we'll
remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Again, it's Brady. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. They'll get this out to Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Brady to throw again. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On 1st down, Stockton. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Stockton. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To throw on 3rd down, Stockton. And that is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this 1st half. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as clock continues to run. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So we have due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Here's Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
McCann for the point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
Now Brady to try again after the pick six.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady going right side, he finds Slayton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't come before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Brady. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
The 6-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back now here live in New Orleans. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken at the 46. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Saints 39-yard line.
From the gun, Stockton. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On third down, Stockton. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Brady. Slant pass. He's got Reynolds. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 4 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. After the penalty, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw. Stockton airing this one out for Evans. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. The Saints on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
72 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Here's a handoff to Vaughn.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Brady to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shut